actually came into the community for the very first time. We then had a tour of the community, which was pretty small, but it was really nice to see how welcoming people were. Went to a birthday party for one of the little girls in the community, and at first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little shy, and coming from me, that says a lot. But they were very welcoming again, and they treated us really nicely. You know, they fed us, they allowed us to like hit the piñata, and you know, we got to. My favorite part was when we got to dance with like some of the little kids there. It was nice to share that little moment with them. You know, even though they didn't know what they were doing, like I didn't know what I was doing dancing, but just the fact that we share that like little moment. It was nice to see or to feel welcomed by the community, and to know that they're the ones who are willing to do this too. You know,
the national healthcare is not a good system, and it's hard for them to access this system. Even when they get access, they will only get like same thing for any medical conditions like ibuprofen or aspirins or things like that. And because their economy is really bad, so they don't have money to pay private attention. And also there's not like clinics around or primary first attention centers for emergencies. So if someone gets sick, needs to be sick really in the morning to take the first bus at 6 a.m. to go to Corozal or Orange Walk, or wait till next day because they don't have money to pay a private car.
Issues that impact most of the community come from home, which I believe that has to do with some of culture, economical status, and family structure. And I want to go a little further in stating about values. In Belize, we have that habit, which is a culture in which we do not care much of the nutritious elements in food. What we more care is to have a plate of meal on our table. So students and children becomes more impacted and affected. One, some of them are overweight. Two, eating plenty and large amount of meal which are not nutritious make them vulnerable for diseases and sicknesses such as rashes in your skin, teeth decay, very weak in their defenses in the metabolism. So they rapidly can catch a flu, stomach ache, headache, and other contagious diseases.
So overall, the trip was essentially focused on a nutritional campaign. So we came here to San Victor Village to essentially try and promote healthy nutritional practices and in turn positively affect their public health. So we did a series of workshops with the kids. We focused on healthy tips. We gave some ways for them to be a little bit healthier when they're eating, how to do vegetable gardening, and then we also went and did the same kind of workshops for the parents, because at the end of the day, a lot of what we do has to start at the home.
Yeah, I think we, coming into this, we thought we could educate more on like health and stuff, but you realize a lot of these families only eat one meal a day, and it's hard to necessarily say like eat your fruits and veggies when they don't have that available to them. I think it's a lot harder to educate and put what is good nutrition to like what we know it in the States, because we have access to all those different types of food, whereas they don't. And so we're looking more at like staying hydrated and like portion control, but we can't necessarily tell them like, oh, eat fruits and veggies, because they don't have access to that, and maybe eat less junk food and drink more water. But there's
something really noticed during our break time and when the students were running around was that the store vendors nearby were setting out their merchandise and laid out on tables, and all of these were unhealthy snacks like chips and soda. And so that was just kind of a reminder that what we are trying to do is hard, because it's hard to go against people that are just trying to make business, even though that conflicts with our interests and the kids' interests, which is their health. So it's just hard with all of that in mind to keep trying to promote nutrition and healthy living.
What are we doing right now?
We are weeding the garden so we can plant some new veggies.
I did gardening and I helped build the shaft for the tomato seeds. That was quite interesting because we actually went out and took the palms from the tree over there, and we actually had to cut it. And then, since we don't know how, we took like 5 minutes in doing it, cutting one, but then the kids did it and they just did it in 30 seconds. So it was kind of funny and interesting. And also seeing the kids' passion for their own, building their own garden, and how they actually had everything memorized, every single step of what they should do. The only thing they need is the tools to do it, and the seeds.
We drove through like the plantation where the sugarcane was growing in a truck, and we drove to this river where on the other side of it was Mexico. So there was like a lot of men there and boys. And they just appear to be like hanging out, but I guess that's where the goods are smuggled over and across from Mexico.
They don't realize how their life will change as soon as they get graduated on 6th grade, because their destiny is to go to cut grass for the rest of their lives. And for girls to stay at home the rest of their life. But I've been watching some of the kids around talking about the topic, and make me feel so happy because I know they will change.
How did you become a community leader?
I have started since I was 14 years old, where I get involved into a program right here in Belize called Break Grass, where Standby includes the interaction and the health and those things make our community be clean in order to decrease the number of sicknesses around us. So from there, I realized that right here in our community we need a little bit of improvement onto that. So I dedicated myself onto that, and after that I graduated from this school and I had in mind to continue my high school.
Getting to know Joanna was like very inspirational to me. She's from this community, but is someone who fights, someone who's a true leader, and wants to better this community. And when I look at these little kids and I play with them, they remind me of future leaders that we can definitely have, and it's just a warm, amazing feeling. So
And I think that's the most important thing, to show them that it's another world. The whole world is not just San Victor. And if they put their effort, they could reach other things outside this reality.